Most people think selling high ticket offers means you need years of experience, expensive ads, or a massive sales team. But what if I told you there's a simple way to sell $1,000 to $3,000 offers to local business owners, even if you've never sold anything online before? And this is the same exact method hundreds of beginners are using right now to land their first high ticket clients without cold calling, without pressure, and without spending a dime up front. And it's the same model I personally use to bring in recurring income from small business owners who happily pay every single month. So I'm going to show you how to package this offer, how to price it, and how to close it, all with zero skills or prior experience. You don't need to be a marketer, you just need to follow the steps. And no, I'm not here to sell you a course or upsell you on anything. If you find this video helpful, hit the like button, drop a comment below, and share it with a friend. That way I can send you my full course, templates, and scripts 100% for free. Now let me pull up my screen and show you exactly how to set up this high ticket offer, even if you're starting from scratch. Okay, so now let's jump into how we actually find a small local business owner, what we actually say to them, and how we can actually close them on a high ticket offer, even as a complete beginner. And so I'm right here in Google. And so for this example, what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna look up a local business in my area. And one thing that's important with this is you wanna make sure that you choose a specific industry of a type of business that you're going to be helping. And so I'm just gonna scroll down here now, and right here where it says places, I'm gonna click on more places. Depending on the business, it might say more businesses. And I'm just gonna click on one of these businesses' website. And what you're gonna find on most of these websites is a spot where they have all of their different social channels or different ways that you can go about reaching out to the business. Now, as far as what we're actually going to say to the business, so in this case, Palm Coast Dental Care, I'm going to address whoever the business owner is. I just built an AI employee for Palm Coast Dental Care that will get you as many appointments as you want in the next 7 days, or it's free. Are you interested? And so literally all I'm doing is I'm taking this exact script right here, I'm going to copy it, and then I'm going to send this exact message. So I'm obviously going to change the name to 30 to 50 different businesses every single day. Now, if I actually scroll down here to the bottom of the website, what you're going to come to find on most of these local businesses' websites is they're going to have their social channels where you can actually go through and reach out to the business. So I just pull up their Instagram page. I'd go ahead and give them a follow. I can see this might be the business owner's name, so I know I can address Carla in the message. And then I just paste in this exact message that I just showed you, obviously tweaking their first name and the name of the business. And then what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to continue reaching out to this same business over the course of the entire week. And so instead of reaching out to 50 new businesses every single day, I'm going to reach out to the same 50 business owners every single day for a week. And so today I'm going to reach out to them on Instagram, but tomorrow I'm going to follow their Facebook page and I'm going to send them a follow-up message right here. And then what I can do the next day is I can reach out to them right here on their website, and so on and so forth. Okay, so once we get a business owner to express interest, once we get them to hop on a call with us, this is how we want to actually go through and present the sale. Now, the first thing that we want to ask once we get a business owner to express interest or to say that they want to get more appointments in their business is we want to first ask them if they have a database or an existing list of past customers that we can reach out to. Because right now, what we're trying to do is work with established business owners who are currently getting clients. We're not going to be able to offer this as somebody who doesn't have a real business right now. And so we first just want to make sure that they have a list. Then we're just going to ask them how many appointments do they want? And so we could say, how many additional appointments do you want every single week or every single month? And depending on the business, sometimes these appointments are with customers and sometimes the appointments are for the business to try and convert these leads into actual customers. So we're going to ask them how many appointments they want. And then we're going to ask them, how much does a customer spend on average per appointment? And so in this example, we're talking about helping a dentist book more appointments for their business. And so pretty much every appointment is going to be with a customer. And so once we ask those questions, we're going to know the answers to these following questions. And so we're just going to put in some random example numbers to kind of just display what this would look like. And so we're going to say that this dentist wants 10 additional appointments per week. And we're going to say that a customer is worth, we'll just say $150. And so if those are the numbers that we're plugging in, and again, it's going to be different depending on the industry. What this would mean is that every single week, 10 additional appointments for that business where each customer is worth $150 on average means that this dental practice will make an additional $1,500 a week or $6,000 in top line revenue every single month for their dental practice, because of this one simple automation that we're gonna set up for their business. And so what we wanna do once we have these numbers is to just confirm with them that if a customer is really worth $150, and if they have a list big enough that we can reach out to actually help them get 10 new additional appointments every single week, we just wanna make sure this business owner sees that they really could make $1,500 in additional revenue every single week or $6,000 in additional revenue every single month. And so once we have those numbers clear for them, we're gonna just say, okay, I will do it for X amount. And this is where you can actually come up with the price point right there on the spot, where you could charge $2,000 to $3,000 for this simple setup if it's gonna be generating them an additional $6,000 in sales for the month. And then to just take the pressure off of you, you just say, if I don't get you that number of appointments in 7 days, you don't pay. And so the way that we're structuring this offer is we're still going to be asking for money up front, but we're taking the risk out of it by including this guarantee of being able to get them the number of appointments that they're asking for. All right, we are now inside of the Simple AI software. I'm going to show you how easy this is to go through and set up for a small business. So where I'm at inside of the software is right here in automation. And all I'm going to do is click on create workflow right here. And then I'm going to select from template. And then this top one right here where it says list reactivation, I'm just gonna go ahead and click on choose template. And then right here is the insanely simple automation that we are going to enroll all of their existing customers or leads into by just reaching out to them with a simple text message. And so how I'm gonna do this right now is I'm just gonna click on SMS right here. And this right here is the message that I currently have set up. So it says, hi, contact first name. And what this right here is called is a custom value, which is going to actually insert the first name of every contact in the list. And then it says, I've got 10 free teeth whitening vouchers here on my desk. Would you be interested in one? Now, this is just one example of a type of offer that you could make in the dental industry. And as we've been talking about, it doesn't have to be a free offer. It could be, we're offering 10% off this holiday season for X offer. You could just ask ChatGPT, say, hey, I'm trying to do a reactivation campaign for this specific industry. Help me to write a short text message to help book appointments for this industry. And so what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna click on save action, and then I'm gonna click save again. Then I'm just gonna click back to workflows, and then we're gonna go to contacts. So now that we've got that message ready to go, all that we're gonna do is take that existing list and import it into the software so that we can send that message out. So I'm gonna click on import contacts, and then I'm gonna click next right here. And then I just select the CSV file, and then I click on next right here. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select add imported contacts to a workflow. And then we're just gonna select that workflow, which is SMS referral campaign. And then all I would do is I would just click start bulk import. And so as you were able to see right there in a click of a few buttons, you just sent hundreds, maybe over 1,000 messages to the small business owner's list of past leads or customers. And I know that all sounds super simple, but the truth is that most business owners have a list, but they don't do anything with it. And so if it's just sitting there, we can just capitalize on people who already know, like, and trust their business. Now, the last thing that I just want to show you here, in case you're working with a small business owner who doesn't want to send out 1,000 text messages all at once, and they want to spread it out over a few days or even a couple of weeks, what we're going to do right here is I'm just going to click right here where it says add to automation. I'm going to name the automation. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to select that exact same workflow, but instead of sending all at once, I'm just gonna send it in drip mode. And so what this means is if I wanna send out 10 text messages every hour from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. over the next week, I can set it up that way. So I'm just gonna pick a start time, and then I'm gonna say 10 messages per batch, and we're gonna repeat this every hour, Monday through Friday, from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. And then I just click add to automation. This one simple automation is basically going to print money for the business owner, which in turn is going to print money for you. And so now what you can do is say, hey, on average, if I book an appointment for you, what is the value of that appointment? How much are you going to make? And if they say that it's $300 to $500 or whatever the number is, and you get, let's say, 12 appointments and it's $500, that's a $6,000 value for the business. And so you can go through and charge $2,000 just for that initial appointment booking. And then all you do is go back to the business owner, because you've already created massive value for them. And you say, hey, how would you like me to set this up for all new leads that are coming into your business? I'll just set up the same thing that we just did for your existing database so that it happens automatically, completely on autopilot for every new lead that comes through the door. And if you've created massive value for them, they're probably going to want it. And so you just tell them, if you hire me, I'm going to be pretty expensive. However, I can set this up with simple software and automations, and it's only $500 per month. And this will be able to continue booking you appointments just like I've shown you that we've already done for your business. And by this point, the business owner already knows that they're gonna make money from this. And so the $500 per month for the simple automation is going to be a complete no-brainer. If you just smash the like button, share this video with a friend who you'd either like to do this business with or who you think would find this business pretty cool, and then drop a comment down below. Once you have liked and shared, I'll share with you my private link to unlock my free step-by-step course, show you all the sales scripts, show you how to get clients for free. I'll show you how to fulfill, how to set everything up in more detail. And I'll even give you my website templates so you can have a professionally designed website template set up for your business, the sales scripts, plus hop into a free live bootcamp to help you get this entire business set up in less than 45 minutes tomorrow morning. On top of that, we'll even jump on a one-on-one kickoff call to make sure that you understand the software and have everything set up the right way. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.